Hey there, how's it going? It's bigSHow theGod here. Just been it's gonna be working late tonight, so I thought I'd share some stuff. I was pretty bored, to be honest, so I just do that. But oh well, let's just go with what's been happening. I've been fasting actually. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. I seem to don't mind it. So I haven't eaten since Sunday night. I had chicken and some vegetables on Sunday night. I currently I eat once a day as it is, right? I do that intermittent fasting thing. That seems to benefit me quite well. In the logic is to fast every now and then just to give yourself a bit of a kick. Yeah, so I haven't eaten since Sunday night. So it's Monday night. It's now Tuesday night. So it's at about 48 hours, give or take. That's about 50 hours now. 50. I'll, I'll eat tomorrow about 5, 4. Will that make it? 50. It's what? 8 hours till. Yeah, yeah, 60 odd hours. 60 odd hour fast. It's okay. So, hasn't been too bad. Uh, I do notice every time I tell people I'm doing it, they freak out. You know, especially the woman. Man, they get really kind of almost, I don't know, fearful of your life. You know. Uh, but anyway, it's okay. I tend to take the criticism, like it gets tough sometimes when you tell people things. They they almost want to tell you what to do. But I wasn't asking. I was telling you what I was doing. There's a difference. It's a bit like I have the same thing when I play a lot of sport, and I'll sprain my ankle or I'll pull a muscle, you know, and I share that with them, and they become instant doctors, you know, about what I should or shouldn't do, how I should treat it, what they recommend. I wasn't asking, I was sharing. Sharing is not asking, you know. So that's interesting. Actually, maybe I do that. People share stuff with me, and maybe I give my opinion. I don't know. I don't do it the same way. Maybe you ask them a question first. So yeah, it's interesting. See, that's my experience with telling people something that they find odd or um, outside of the realms of being normal. They want to let me know what I need to do. whether I've asked or not. I mean, I know not eating for 40 something hours is not normal for the Western civilization. I get it. Um, believe it or not, it's quite normal for whole other societies. It's probably more likely that probably a couple of 100 years ago, humans were eating once a day. That's more likely than how we eat today. I don't think humans have been eating 10 times a day. You know, breakfast, some snacks, some biscuits, some chips, lunch, some snacks, some bits and pieces, dinner, or some more snacks before you go to bed. I don't think there's too many civilizations that were doing that, you know, and the volumes of humans, right? So I don't think it was too far fetched, not that long ago, unless you're royalty or, I mean, I look at cowboys in Indian movies, right? I don't think they were eating all day long. Go back a bit further than that, you didn't have, I guess, you know, storing food wasn't that easy. Probably spending time migrating and walking long distances to get to different areas where there's a food source, I suppose. Don't know. But humans can do it. You don't have to. You cannot eat for what 3 weeks, a couple of weeks minimum. So it's not that big a deal, in my opinion. So what else was I going to talk about? Oh, maybe we'll just talk about some current events. What have we got here? I'll check the newspaper. Oh, yeah. This is an interesting one. I may be way wrong here. So we had the White Island thing with a volcano. It's the White Island down in Whakatane. It erupts and it kills some people. And it's on the news for weeks about what we're going to do with investigations and policies for tourism and stuff. I don't get it. I don't get what the big deal is. I mean, it's a little bit freaky, I suppose, because volcanoes aren't that common for us, I guess. And then a volcano killing some people, but it's a volcano. It can erupt whenever it wants, can't it? It's called a natural disaster. I don't think you have what's the word? Mass investigations for a tsunami or a clampdown or change of policies for an earthquake. That's right. So we have Christchurch, right? Has an earthquake. We didn't stop tourists going to Christchurch. You know what I'm saying? Seems odd. In fact, we rebuild Christchurch. It's on a proven fault line, I think. Is that right? It's proven to be on a fault line. It shakes every so often to the point of buildings falling over. Quite a few people died the last time, right? We didn't stop tourism going there. It's called White Island, I think. White Island is a known volcano. I think smoke comes out of it all the time. It erupts one day, kills a couple of people, and you have to have a mass investigation for it. It's on the news for fucking weeks. I'm like, really? I don't know. Maybe that's me. I've got nothing else to report on, you know? I mean, it's a natural disaster. I get shootings and human dumb stuff. I get that. Not just say you're unlucky. Well, I mean, here's a good one. Probably this Christmas, it's summer in Auckland, right? I'll put money on it. People are going to die swimming. They're going to drown. I don't know if it's true. Every year, I think I hear people drown. There's a number of people that drown, right? Piha is a dangerous beach at times, right? Why aren't we stopping tourists go to bloody Piha? We don't cordon the whole beach off. And in fact, it'd be more logical to to stop people swimming at Piha and ban all that than it would be to go to White Island, even though it erupted last week. It's the timeline. If you look at the last, let's just do 10 years. 10 years. How many people have died on the beach at Piha? One beach. If you talk about one beach in Piha or Muriwai or I don't know, I bet you it's a lot more than the White Island thing. I'm not stopping tourists go there. Just seems odd. Honestly. I may be missing something though. We have this kind of, I mean, not been able to get the bodies for a while. It kind of, am I 50-50 on that too? We go, why is it unsafe to go back? I mean, I guess it's logical to go and do an investigation. I mean, if you send some drones in to see if it's safe, can't be that hard, right? How would I do it? Send some drones in with some. What's the problem? Is there lava and stuff coming up? I don't even know. I haven't seen any photos. I haven't heard why the reason is. Why can't we go there? If the fear is that it's going to erupt again, I guess that's something. Or if it's just too hot, right? You can't. There's bodies on the ground. It's too hot to get there. The bodies must be on fire. There wouldn't be much left, would there? If it's that hot that I can't. If I can't helicopter in down on a bit of rope and, and pick up some bodies, I assume. I don't know how you get into the bodies. Helicopter sounds logical to me. Yeah. So if I helicopter in to White Island, what's my problem? I can't see because there's still smoke and stuff coming out of the volcano. I mean, is it lava or is it? I guess it must be pretty hot. The bodies are pretty thing. If that's the case, I don't know. I'd send some drones in. They would be able to see some stuff, figure that out, figure out how hot it is. Go pick the damn things up. What am I missing? Safety for me? Yeah, I don't know. You know, if you argue that, you wouldn't have firefighters come rushing to a building, would you? That often. I know you have to look for your safety and stuff. How safe do you need to be, right? Can you sit out on a boat? It's an island. You're in a boat. How close can you go to the thing without being consumed? I mean, have they evacuated anywhere else? In the oceans, the ocean can erupt as well. Volcanoes don't care, right? Or lava doesn't care to stream out under the ocean if it wants to. Don't know. I haven't read enough on it, to be honest. But yeah, that's not making sense. Not making sense. Okay, what else have we got? What else have we got? Sports. Yeah, not really, eh? Politics. What politics have we got? White Island probe must happen. See, I don't want to read that. It's not making sense to me. Let's go something a bit more. Let's go to Facebook. Facebook. Christmas stuff. Good grief. Christmas. I've talked about Christmas before, haven't I? I'll say this one piece on Christmas that fascinates me the most. And it seems to be a time where people do things that they wouldn't have done. That no, people do things that they would have said was stupid a week ago. You know what I mean? They'll do stupid things like eat too much, right? And not just on the day leading up to it, day after, 2 weeks before, a month before. You're eating every fucking day, more than you always would during the rest of the year. And like, you wouldn't have eaten that thing 3 months ago, but now you are. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Well, then, so that's the food thing. And then you're buying shit that you wouldn't have bought a week ago. And you're buying it for people that you know or are thinking about. You know what I mean? What for? And then what's bizarre to me, in the same breath, 5 minutes earlier, you're talking about how you don't have any money, how you got goals on saving and saving up for something, and then you're buying some $20 piece of junk for the neighbour, for someone for someone you know. They don't give a stuff. Some cousin or family member. Really? It kind of proves how strong the the want to be liked or the pressure you create for yourself. How's that? Some are purchasing to want to be liked or to feel like either returning the favor, I guess. They got into a system where you buy, I buy, you buy me, I buy you. I had a mate the other day who was talking similar to this. He's saying, oh, pretty stressed out about Christmas. My brothers is what I'm going to get for my brother and sister. And I mean, he's saying, bigSHow, what do you get your dad who has everything? What do you get him? I says, don't ask me that. I'm not the right guy. Because I would get him nothing. Quite fucking logical. And I got him anything for years. That was me. But okay. And so he's coming to terms with, he says, oh, yeah. Goes, oh, no, I'm going to get him a GoPro. Get him a GoPro. Great. He likes his cycling and he'll be able to film some of his experiences. So I says, so when you get him the GoPro in the present, will your dad love you more than he does now? Will he actually love you more? And he says, probably not. So why did you do it then? Will he think more of you? Will he respect you more? Did he ask for the damn GoPro? Which I'd find odd if he did. But the fact people don't ask you for something, why are you compelled to give them something? And then I go, let's switch it. Do you feel less of him if he didn't give you anything? Because I'm assuming you're sitting there wanting some gift from him. So if you don't think less of someone for not giving you something, why don't you not give someone else? Odd to me, the whole thing. And then the third one is you don't exercise for the whole of December. The three things you might argue you'd want to improve in your life, say, they'll be the three big ticket things. I mean, it's probably more than that. Like it's four. Maybe relationships is one too. Well, okay, we'll stick four in there. So you got your diet or your food consumption. You triple that over this month, right? So that's awesome. You spend probably more in this month than any other month, right? Or leading up to it. So money is crazy, which are two pieces. Exercise, probably the least in December. Most people stopped exercising altogether. So they eat more, spend more, exercise the least, right? And then relationships, right? They probably argue more with family or avoid them or force themselves in the room for one piece. Would you think they could work on their relationship, maybe start, having a better relationship? Don't do that at all. Probably the worst time for relationships. There's four things. And you can't figure out, oh yeah. And then we roll into New Year's resolutions, don't we? What's a New Year's resolution? It'll be one of those, it'll be all four of those things. Oh, I think I'll eat less. I think I'll exercise some more. And I think I'll save some money. The four things you just didn't do. for a month. You're gonna roll around to November again next year. Do it all again. And can't figure it out. You know, it's got to be the dumbest things people got to say, isn't it? So what's on Facebook here? Family saying nothing. Nothing. Easy to find one thing. That looks like nothing of interest. Oh well. Was there any other thing I had? Not really. Oh yeah. What else did I do? Not a lot, to be honest. I think maybe I should put the Christmas tree up. Well, that was one. Obviously, since my last that little bit of a rant there I had about Christmas, they call me the Grinch, which is easily called the Grinch when you don't buy nobody nothing, I suppose, and proudly tell everyone. Um, but I put a Christmas tree up. I put it up. And the truth is, I think it goes with the look. Lights all right, and it just gives the room a bit of a different look for a couple of weeks. Then I take it down. So that's about as much of the Christmas kind of jargon I get into. If it didn't go with the house or the room, I ain't interested. So I'm pretty selfish in that way, I suppose. Talking about money, I've been spending a bit lately. My TV blew up. One of my TVs over there stopped going. So I couldn't just replace it with the same one, so I got one of those 75-inch things. It's quite nice. 4K, all those technical bits. Yeah, we need that. Considering I'm stingy, I'd already planned to buy that, right? Because it's, you know, I have to watch things on TV, don't I? And yeah, but I've had a bit of a bad run lately. The old one, our microwave stopped going, so I had to go buy a microwave. It was that was interesting. And even in that transaction, right? I looked them up, and our decor here is kind of all similar through the kitchen and bedrooms now. So the microwave, I can only get a black microwave with the door, you know, touchscreen thing. Just heats food, let's be honest. I don't even know how it goes, to be honest. So I go to buy one. The wife is, I don't know what she was doing. So I see this LG model. Looks cool. Got all the swipe buttons and touchscreen thing on it. Sweet. And it's like $200 because I've got a budget. I ain't spending much on a microwave, right? They last forever. $200 was my limit. Go there. Yep. Oh, it looks great. 200. Just before I go, what's that one? There's one next to it. It's a little bit bigger. The same model, same everything. It was about, they come in watts, right? So it was like, instead of being a 500 watt, it was a 700 watts. Who cares? It heats food, right? We ain't eating much. It's only, what do? I get that. It's about $100 dearer. I go, why do I do that? Don't know. Can't help myself sometimes. But other things I won't, I won't do it for, it wasn't like it was crazy. It was crazy number thing, you know. There was $10,000 TVs. I ain't doing that, right? I'm getting in the realm of the area and then where the number fits, you know. I ain't buying that thing if it's freaking 10 grand. I don't care what anyone says. But a couple of grand. If you're spending a couple of grand and then you spend 2,200, I'm kind of like, okay, what's the 200 get me? Might be alright, that sort of thing. So yeah, I've had those two things happen to me, and that was kind of annoying. An array of things breaking. Hopefully that's it though. Kind of done enough with this lounge. So it's ridiculous what I've done, to be honest. Doing the outside as well, painting and digging and stuff. It's like, okay, here I go. So that all has to match in here, right? Yeah, well, guess there's worse things. There's worse things, in my opinion. I've got my kids and stuff, so they get to at least look at it. Yeah. All right then. I don't know what else I got. What else is there that's happened recently? Anything that's happened recently? Something I don't get, maybe. What don't I get that everybody's doing? Environment. The environment's a tough one, right? Tough, man. Not sure we're going to be able to do much about that with the old environment. It's almost like what's happening here? Got work coming in. Yeah, the environment, eh? It's smart to kind of look at things and evaluate things, but mate, we're not giving up too much, are we? Let's be honest. You know, we're not going to like not driving a car without fossil fuels. I'm not convinced that batteries are going to do it. They have to do some evil technology, I would have thought. Because I mean, power as a consumable for a house, say, how much power houses are using. Oh, let's look at this. Power is generated a certain way, and it's cabled around the country through power lines and stuff, as far as I know, right? Power comes into a house. We've been trying to conserve power currently, right? Because it's generated by rivers, dams, lakes. You know, they generate the damn power, correct? And we start running out. Now, the city's using X amount of power now just to light the place up and heat it and do everything, right? To a house. If you're telling me that we're going to draw power from my cars, for the cars, every car is going to be drawing power to run to the shops and back or to anywhere, a truck. Everything is now going to be run on power. Where's that power coming from? What? Oh, just plug it into the mains of your house. I would assume the battery's going to draw triple the power that we use to run all this crap, right? Was it? So then it's going to draw that power times every car in the country. Let's not use trucks and boats and stuff yet. Let's just use that. So, fossil fuels, either you get rid of or you don't. So anyway, you got power. Let's say we're slowly going to migrate cars into using it. You're going to have these power stations somewhere where you power your car up, drive over it, power it. Where are they getting all the power from? They're sucking it off the grid. Well, that's just to move around with. Where's that power coming from? How are you producing the power is interesting. It's one thing to have batteries good enough to think it. Unless you're going to tell me that the batteries aren't using much power, the same amount of power that per car that runs a phone, runs 10 phones, 20 phones. How much are we talking? So, don't know about that, man. I don't know if power is going to do it. Now, if you talk about running on water, stuff of that nature, okay, and it's seawater, can't be fresh water, correct? Because last time I checked, fresh water's wanted, right? So if you can run your car on seawater, it has to be seawater, I would have thought, then you've got a chance, don't you? Can't just be sucking water out of the lake, I would have thought. Out of the mains, start filling your car up with water. Every car in the country is full with water, fresh water, times the planet. No, I can't see that working. So yeah, so there's some real interesting dilemmas. Or even an aeroplane. How much power is it going to take to power up an aeroplane without fossil fuel? Sounds like a lot. I would have thought to run the engines of a Boeing something. Don't know, man. Don't know. So that all seems, you know, you know, people aren't flying. People aren't, you don't have flying cars yet. That was supposed to happen, So I can't visualize that happening. Well, logic to me is not saying it's going to happen. too soon anyway. I think I'll be dead. It's probably selfish, but if I'm dead, I'm dead. Doesn't mean I should fuck the planet up. I'm not trying to say that either. Doesn't mean I just go, oh yeah, let's just consume everything on the planet and die. Not saying that, but I think it's more. Yeah, yeah. So that does make sense. So yeah, it'll be interesting what they come up with. Climate change, climate, or environmental benefits. I was listening to the other day is about saving animals, saving species. This energy we do about saving species. I'm not advocating to not save species and stuff, but I don't know, man. I don't agree with killing them all deliberately, but we're gonna not save ourselves, let alone crocodiles. I don't think we're gonna save a certain species of crocodile, or those polar bears. Polar bears are there. They're gonna be just extinct. That's what happens. It's part of the process. If we've impacted on them dying, that's what happens. That's part of the process. It's part of evolution. There ain't many other animals out there trying to make sure, if the lions ate all the zebras, then they would die. The zebras are gone, and then the lions are gone. Unless the lions can eat something else. And they can. They'll eat all the buffalo. And then that's it. Then there's no buffalo anymore. They ain't consciously going, ooh, let's not eat all the buffalo because, let's protect them. Can't see that happening. Just worked out really good with evolution that the lion struggles to eat the number one buffalo, an adult. The predator can't eat an adult of any of the surviving species, not easily, or can't capture it, or can't do something to it before it copies itself. So that sorts that out. Here we are sitting here with some type of moral thing about it all, so we've got to change it. Unfortunately, we're animals too, so it'll be tricky to change. You can only change it by probably reducing population. It's probably your best chance. Reduce productivity, reduce corporate bloody empires from keeping on producing or manufacturing, reduce all this junk that we've got. People ain't going to like that. So yeah, it's a tough one, man. Tough one. I don't see us doing too much anytime soon. Well, not without events. I think events are the ones. I think we just wait. We wait until cities are flooded, then we adapt. If the if the ice keeps melting at the rate and the ocean rises and New York goes underwater, say, breaches the ocean and now it's flooding, those people will all do whatever they can and they would move. and it'll be sorted out that way. They'll go on about how many millions of dollars have lost, talk about that. He'll adjust, get reorganized, and be where you end up being, right? In times every city around the world that's on a coast, probably LA, any of those. I mean, they already do it now when, as I said before about Christchurch, they rebuilt on top of that when an earthquake happened. So if it's flooded is now underwater, well, ain't using that bit of land no more. So we'll go here. You know, we got 50,000 people that need to live somewhere. Well, build the houses there instead. I suppose redistribute themselves because you can't go there. And the reason we keep building on top of fault lines and where earthquakes was is because it stopped shaking and we go, ooh, it's not shaking no more. We can go there. If it's underwater, probably not going to go there. Then when the water goes away, if the water went away later, we'd probably rebuild, right? More than likely, we do that to floods, flooding towns. Flood comes in. Oh, goodness gracious. We mop it up, clean it all up, talk about it, rebuild your house, get the insurance. What's the difference? Keep doing that system, you know? What else can you do? Not much else. So yeah, that'll be an interesting bit. So yes, all right then. Talk to you later.